Welcome to this training session on sustainability assessment methods in food waste prevention. In this session, we will explore how key tools, such as life cycle analysis and carbon footprinting, allow us to measure and receive the environmental impact of food waste. This initiative is part of the Europe ToNoWaste Horizon project, which aims to reduce and prevent food waste and its environmental, social, and economic impact. In this session, we will understand sustainability assessment methods in food waste prevention. We will look at key tools such as life cycle analysis and carbon footprinting, and present a case study from the agri-food sector and see how to apply these methods in your own environment. Food waste is a global problem with social, economic, and environmental impacts. To address this problem, we can assess how our practices affect the environment. Sustainability assessment allows us to identify opportunities to reduce negative impacts along the entire food chain. Life cycle analysis is a tool that evaluates the environmental impacts of a product or service, from its origin as raw material to its end as waste, with the aim of identifying areas where environmental impact can be reduced. Specifically, it focuses on factors such as water, energy, and waste generation throughout the life cycle of the food product. The carbon footprint is a fundamental tool for measuring sustainability. It measures the greenhouse gas emissions emitted during the life cycle of a product. Within the framework of the ToNoWaste project, it aims to reduce emissions of CO2 and other greenhouse gases, to assess the environmental impact of food products, thus enabling companies and consumers throughout the food chain to prevent and reduce their impact on climate change. When assessing sustainability in food waste prevention, methods such as life cycle analysis, LCA, and carbon footprinting are used to measure the impact of food products. In the case of the ToNoWaste project, in terms of resource consumption, greenhouse gas emissions, and waste generation. These tools allow us to identify possible improvements that can be applied along the food chain in order to implement effective solutions to reduce impacts. Now we will see how to apply these methods in a practical case. An agri-food company engaged in the production of fruits and vegetables for national distribution produces food waste. We want to know why this happens in order to identify critical points and implement effective improvements. Through the evaluation of the life cycle analysis and carbon footprint, we can identify the different phases of the life cycle where the greatest impacts and waste occur, reaching the conclusion that the waste is generated by overproduction, i.e., by fruits and vegetables that are not sold on time and go bad, which is related to storage management. Through the LCA and carbon footprint assessment, waste occurs mainly in distribution due to poor management of fruit and vegetable preservation and consumption due to not preserving food correctly. In addition, the carbon footprint generated in transport and in the production phase is significant. Based on these results, various solutions can be implemented, such as optimizing logistics, educating consumers about proper storage, and reducing emissions in transportation. To apply these assessment methods in your environment, first, you should assess the supply chain using life cycle analysis to identify critical areas. Next, you should calculate the carbon footprint of your products, from production to consumption. Next, you will implement various measures to reduce emissions and waste at each stage. You should regularly monitor the results to ensure improvement and adjustment of best practices. By collaborating with other companies in your industry, you will make your supply chain more efficient. Life cycle analysis and carbon footprinting are powerful tools for assessing and reducing food waste. By applying these methods, companies can improve their practices and contribute significantly to sustainability. Remember, every action counts.